Welcome to Valley Homes on TV. I'm Todd Flesner, your host. You've joined us on Channel 26 here in Milpitas, where we have the opportunity to take you around town, introduce you to some of the sights and sounds of people that make Milpitas a unique place and a great place to live, work, and raise a family. And I'm here today at the Milpitas Public Library, along with librarian Linda Arbaugh. Linda, it's good to see you.
Hello.
It's summertime.
It is.
And I'm dressed accordingly. It's nice and cool here in the library.
Yes, yes.
And as I was driving in this afternoon, I had a hard time finding a place to park.
Right. We're very, very busy.
This is a very popular place in the summertime.
It certainly is, and for good reason. We have all kinds of things going on at the library. We have summer reading club for all ages at the library. Used to be it was just for kids, but now we've got a teen summer reading program and adult summer reading program. So there's always stuff going on at the library.
Well, terrific. Now, you've been around the library here in Milpitas for a while now.
Quite a while.
Tell us a little bit about your background. Share with folks in Milpitas your history with the library here.
Okay. Well, I was very fortunate to be hired by Ed Cavallini. Now, people who have lived in Milpitas for quite a while will remember Ed. He was the community librarian here from 1977 until 2000. And so I was hired by Ed in 1983, and at that time my job was called Adult Program Librarian. I was in charge of adult services. So I worked for Ed for 10 years, and then the library fell on hard times, and my job, poof, it disappeared. So I went over to Mountain View and worked for Mountain View for 7 years. But I was very fortunate in 2001 to be asked back to fill in as community librarian. Ed had retired, and the person that took Ed's job was hired as director for the Mountain View Library. So she and I kind of switched places.
So 83, so if my math is correct, you're coming up on 30 years.
Yeah.
That's terrific. Serving the community through the library, both here in Milpitas and in
Mountain View.
So now, our library here actually is part of the county library
It
system.
is.
Is that correct?
We are part of the Santa Clara County Library District. Yeah, it's 7 libraries. 1 branch and 1 bookmobile make up the Santa Clara County Library District. And this is, it's really a great system. It's a great way to run a library system, because out here in the libraries, the community libraries, we do the front end stuff. We deal with the public. We have the materials, and we answer the reference questions, and we do the programming right here. We do a lot of ordering, but all the actual receiving of the materials, the processing of the materials, that happens at our headquarters.
Okay. So over the course of time, I'm sure that you've seen lots of changes in how libraries work. You're sharing a little bit of personal information. My father was actually a librarian. Okay. So, as a kid, I was there in the library actually helping him out with the card catalogs and the Dewey Decimal System and putting books on the racks, and I'm sure that some of that still goes on in libraries.
Well, libraries have done a terrific job of keeping relevant and keeping up with the technology. For instance, now you can check out your own books. Used to be you had to stand in line with your library card, and a clerk would check everything out for you.
I remember stamping the card in the book, and had to file that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness, it was very labor intensive, believe me. But now about 80% of the books that check out of this building, people do it themselves on our self-check machines. And not only do you check out your books yourself, most of them, another 85%, come back to the library through our automated materials handling system. And this is basically a conveyor belt. You put the book on the conveyor belt, the laser zaps it, it checks it in right there, it's off your account, and you can get a receipt. So if there's any question about what books were returned, you have a receipt. Also, the laser recognizes our books. So sometimes people make a mistake. They've got a book from a school library. Our system won't take it. So that's why we always encourage people to use the automated materials handling system in returning your books.
Oh, terrific. Well, now, I've got school kids at home, and we're often doing homework, not now in the summertime, but during the school year and research projects and the like. And, we turn to the internet quite a bunch, but oftentimes my kids say, I'm going to the library. Mm-hmm. What are sort of the things that folks can find here at the library they have access to that they might not just be able to Google, for instance?
Okay, well, we have a wonderful collection of databases, and the library subscribes to these databases so that we have things on health databases, magazines, newspapers online, and huge runs of materials, much more than any library could possibly have as a physical item in the library. So these databases are absolutely wonderful for research. And a lot of them are geared to students. We've got also something called Brain Fuse. And this is actually contact with a live tutor from 1 in the afternoon until 10 at night. I think it's 7 days a week. So if you can have a child that's writing an essay, they can submit it, and for actual live person at the other end to critique that essay and send it back with comments. So we have lots of wonderful things like that.
Well, good. And I imagine there are other things that are subscription only that you can only get through the library that you can't just go online and find.
Absolutely, that's right. Auto repair manuals auto repair database. We now have it's a run back to, now we're getting a new one. It goes back to 1940. So if you happen to have a vehicle that is from that era, where would you be able to find an auto repair manual for that? But we are going to have that as of July 1st here at the library.
Terrific. So all you classic car fans out there.
Classic car fans, come see us. Absolutely.
Well, terrific. Well, you also have special events and activities going on here for the summertime.
We do.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of those particularly?
Okay. Well, we have a wonderful computer training center here in the library, and that is one of the features that was incorporated into this wonderful new building that we have. And what it is we team up people from the public who want to learn whatever they want to learn about the computers. We line them up with volunteers, and these are high school students who know of the internet and know our systems, and so people can, if they want to set up an email account or learn how to search on the internet, they can do that, and they can learn how with their own personal tutor.
Oh, terrific. And I know we have some flyers here about some of the other programs as well that you have going on.
Right. Let me just show these. This is the flyer for Summer Reading Club for children. Every Thursday afternoon at 3 o'clock, there's a very special program. So, and this is free. And if you have a card or if you don't have a card with us, you can sign up for Summer Reading Club here at the library. So we've got music from the Americas. We've got decorate your own book bag. We've got a special story color coming. A magician is coming. These are some of the very special programs for children's summer reading. We also have our program for teens. And they're special. There's a movie marathon coming up. There's anime every Wednesday afternoon here in the library. All kinds of things for teens as well. And then our summer reading for adults. And anybody who reads a couple of books gets a $10 coupon, which is good at the next Friends of the Milpitas Library book sale, which is going to be the end of September. $10 off. Here's a special program coming up on Sunday, July 22nd. Get to look through a telescope. And we're going to set up on the 4th floor of the parking garage. It's a Sunday afternoon. And even though it's broad daylight, people will get to look through the telescope and we'll get to see some awesome things out there in space.
Oh, terrific. So wonderful things going on here at the library. Folks can find a calendar online. Where would someone go to find that information?
Yeah, we have all this information online, or they can give us a call and ask questions.
You want to give the web address?
www.sccl.org/Milpitas.
Terrific. So lots going on here at the library in the summertime. How about the future? What do you see coming in terms of the future? Maybe some challenges. I know budget constraints are a challenge. Perhaps how are you dealing with those and looking towards the future?
Well, unfortunately, we recently did have to cut our hours. We were open 66 hours a week, 7 days a week. We did have to cut to 54 hours a week, but we're still open 7 days a week. And our hours are Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 1 until 9 p.m., Thursday, Friday, and Saturday from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m., and Sundays from 12 noon until 6 p.m. So although we did have to have a little bit of a budget cut, we are still very fortunate to be open 7 days a week, and three evenings.
Terrific. So we're going to actually cut here, and we're going to go to a special new place in the library that honors some of the work of folks here in town. And so we'll come back in just a moment and share with people about the Leo B. Murphy Award. But Linda, on behalf of the citizens of Milpitas, thanks for making the Milpitas Library such a popular place to be.
Well, we are delighted to provide service to the Milpitas citizens. 1,700 people come in every day, and we're delighted to have each and every one of them.
Terrific. Thanks, Linda. The Leo B. Murphy Award honors Milpitas' outstanding educator. I'm Todd Flesner. I'm here at the Milpitas Library in front of the perpetual plaque that talks about Leo B. Murphy and the teacher that's been recognized on an annual basis as the leading educator in Milpitas. Well, who was Leo B. Murphy? Well, Leo was a longtime educator in Milpitas. He came from Santa Clara when Milpitas opened Air High School back in 1959 and served as a teacher, as a coach, and as principal at Air High School. And in his service to the community, developed a legacy of that as coach, as mentor, educator, and friend to not only students, but to the faculty there. Leo also went on to become superintendent of Milpitas schools, and he served the community with distinction in that role as well. So the Milpitas Rotary Club has created this award, the Leo B. Murphy Award, as a way to recognize those who provide service above self and go above and beyond the call of duty in the pursuit of education and teaching our students here in Milpitas. So the plaque here honors each of the teachers who've been honored on an annual basis. Right here we have the 2011 winner, Mark Scholler. And actually, I had the good fortune of two of my children having Mark as their teacher, and I can attest to the fact that he is indeed worthy of the recognition as an outstanding educator. The award is an annual distinction that's given out every year from 2001 through the present day. And so come here to the Milpitas Library, check out those who've been honored for their devotion to the education system, to the students, and the community of Milpitas. Milpitas Rotary Club and the community, thank you for your efforts.
I made a promise to my family that I would start taking better care of myself.
You have many reasons to stay healthy. Exercise and physical activity can help. So the National Institute on Aging at NIH, part of the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, created Go for Life.
I now exercise 3 times a week.
Featuring exercises you can do anywhere.
I can really go.
Find out more. Visit nia.nih.gov/go-for-life.
Welcome back, everyone. Todd Flesner with Valley Homes on TV, talking to you here from the Milpitas Library. As we take a look back on what's happening in the market with mortgages and the real estate market for the month of May, as we head into the hot summer months, hot season for both selling real estate, but also mortgages. Mortgage market is hot, hot, hot. Lowest rates that I've seen in a generation currently available in the mortgage market. And what's going on there? Well, mortgage rates are driven by bonds, specifically Fannie Mae bonds, and the prices of Fannie Mae bonds have been soaring. And there have been a number of factors that really have been playing into that. One is the economic situation abroad, specifically in Europe, and some of the uncertainty that's there with European debt. And investors, as they look at the global economy and places to put their monies, they look to Europe, and quite frankly, they're uncertain about being able to be paid back. So places like Greece, Spain, Portugal, and even Ireland, as the euro has struggled with, the European Union has struggled with how do they live up to the obligations they have there and make good on that. So investors are a little bit wary of that. So they've been flocking to U.S. bonds as a safe haven. Although our debt continues to go up here, we're relatively safe. And foreign investors and domestic investors alike have a good deal of certainty in being able to be repaid when they invest in a bond. Therefore, the rates that we're able to offer that flow through to mortgages are extremely low. Again, historic low, best in a generation. For example, conforming 30-year fixed rate up to $417,000 can be had for 3.625% today with no points. A jumbo conforming up to $625,000, 3.875%. And again, no points. Now those rates in terms will vary and fluctuate a little bit on a daily basis. Check with your local lender. Look at to the web for good information on that as well. But again, historically low rates. Another factor that's really leading to these low rates are some of the slowing economic numbers we've seen as well. Consumer confidence, we've seen decline just slightly here as we've headed into the summer. And unemployment claims have ticked up again after seeing a little bit of improvement in the spring. So again, a little bit of uncertainty about our economic future. Things are going to continue to kind of muddle along. And again, the certainty of the rate of return in the mortgage market for investors is such that we can offer the low rates, but also the certainty that they'll be repaid. What's happening in the real estate market? Usually Debbie is here to share that with me and to share that with you as well. But I've got a few statistics about what's been happening in real estate. Average home prices for the month of May here in Milpitas, $545,000, and that's up slightly from the prior month. Condos, average price, $307,000. So both of those markets seem to be stabilizing. And as I'm out and about, had an opportunity to be out in a couple of open houses here recently, and there's been a lot of foot traffic and a lot of interest. 30, 40 groups of people coming through on any given day to look at real estate. One of the interesting things that I'm seeing with that is the competition. I'm hearing many multiple offers folks I'm working with have been pre-approved are in competition to find homes. An interesting statistic here in terms of those homes that are being sold this last month in terms of relation to the asking price for that home, over asking price versus under asking price. 20 of the homes here that were sold this last month in Milpitas sold for over asking price. So the final sales price above what was asked, and 20 homes sold for under asking price. So the number of homes going over, that's pretty significant. A little bit of balance with those under. Condos. The condo market is definitely a competitive market. 8 condos sold for over asking price, 4 condos for under asking price. So that gives you a little bit of a sense for what's happening out in the market and the competition that's there. I'm hearing from folks that they're going up against other offers and having to be aggressive with that, have their financing in place as they are prepared to make an offer. So the summer months are with us. It's top buying and selling season for the real estate market. If you have questions about the show or about the market, feel free to drop me a line at Todd, T-O-D-D, at sternmortgage.com, sternmortgage.com, or my co-host Debbie, who's not here today, but her email is Giordano, DJ, at AOL.com. So thanks for joining us on Valley Homes on TV. It's been great to be with you. Have a great summer. Enjoy the warm weather.